Okay, are we ready for another fresh week of composition? We are definitely on the downhill trend, and hopefully by the time you get this recording, you will have also see your graded final illustration paper, final short paper, your illustration paper. The reason I do the illustration paper close to the paper that is our final paper, the research paper, is that I want you to take those skills with you. That synthesis bit is something that really should go into any assignment that has more than one source. We don't want just one paragraph dedicated to one topic or to one source. We want to see different sources interacting throughout your research paper so that multiple sources are acknowledged in each paragraph. That would be the goal, okay? So, and that doesn't mean that every paragraph is going to be that way, but for a research paper, for the most part, you're going to be very heavy on resource material. That doesn't mean heavy on quotes. That means heavy on references. So, what are we doing this week to get ready to have that happen? We're in week 12 and we are looking at writing our research paper proposal, and that's the only thing you're turning in. Just as a point of reference, these items right here, this A is the Aaron text, pages 359 to 422, and the H is the Hirschberger text. All of those pages are resources for writing research papers and even writing proposals, okay? So some of you have had to write a proposal paper for maybe Comp1 if you took that at Northwest State. This is different. This is a list of items that are kind of accountability items to help you build your paper. By creating this proposal, you're not saying that you aren't going to edit anything, but you are throwing your hat over the fence and committing to a topic. There's going to be basically three parts to the research paper proposal. So let's go ahead and jump over into the classroom and into course content and look at what all is involved in this. Let me show you your view. There we go. Sorry, my texts are ding-a-ding-a-dingin'. And here's the proposal. Okay. This is your prompt. This is all of the requirements for this paper. There's also a resource in resources that has a detailed rubric of assignment expectations. I do encourage you to look at that. Why am I giving you your prompt today? You're not starting writing, but you know what I'm doing. I'm getting you ready to write the proposal. Here is the proposal assignment. For the proposal, you're going to research your thesis statement and create a research thesis statement. It's a working thesis statement. You're going to change it so that it flows with your paper later, but it should establish an argument that is either persuasive or problem solving, and it should set up your research focus. Your outline does not need to look like the college does require a formal outline. You don't need to go there yet, but I encourage you to, in your research plan, to consider creating an outline right now, or at least starting one, and that is a requirement by the college. And then finally, a works cited. While it's a preliminary works cited, it should be in proper MLA form, and there should be a minimum of 5 sources on this. And I'm encouraging you to have more because you know that some of them are going to look really good and then be bad. Okay, the next thing I want to show you or talk to you about a little bit is back in the classroom. Let's look at the syllabus here. You saw that plagiarism exercise come up. That's not going to be until next week. Okay, so don't let that confuse you. I think at one point I had grouped it in this week, but we're spreading that out. And honestly, next week is where your actual reading of your research and your annotating and your note-taking take place. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I really want to show you that at Northwest State, you have access to Info Ohio, which is a really great research tool. It is a database type of tool, and I believe it will help you more than anything else. It will really help you to find high quality sources more than a Google search. Wanted to see if I maybe even had a oh, this is where you'll find the specific research requirements for this paper. And then I believe also, I feel like we have a place that talks about your research. Let's try here. That's the research requirements, the resources. I really want you to use the Info Ohio, because again, it has really great databases, and I believe that somewhere on our site, I wish I had it handy right this second, is a place where the college shows you how to use, probably maybe even in the library resources, that shows you how to use the databases. Let me go and see if I can find it on our homepage. If not, I'll send it to you. It looks like I'm going to have to send it to you. It's in a different place than I remember it being. But ultimately, I want you to play around with the databases as much as you can. You don't have to use them for all of your sources, but I'm going to ask that you use them as a first place to look. And I'll send you a video on that and how to use them a little bit later as kind of an additional video for this week. Hope you have a great week. And again, while your research proposal is subject to change, please do yourself a huge favor and get all the parts down as much as you can, so that you can feel very prepared, and because it is a tight time schedule in the actual researching and writing of the paper. If you have any questions, shoot them my way, and if you want me to check your topic before you get too deep in, I will do that. But really, the restrictions are as stated. It needs to be research based, it needs to be either problem solving or persuasive, and those are the only real requirements beyond you choosing. So talk to you later.